Flosstube!
Woo!
Woo!
July 5th, 2023. Happy 2-year Flossiversary.
2 years, baby. And happy belated 32nd birthday to myself.
Justine and Jackie.
X's and hoes. We are sisters. That's Justine.
That's Jackie.
We're sisters. And we cross stitch.
Yeah.
And talk about other things on here. But mostly cross stitch.
Yeah.
If you are joining us for the first time,
Welcome.
welcome. We hope you enjoy your stay. If you are coming back, welcome back.
Heyo.
Yeah. We saw everyone in May via Flosstube.
Yes.
Via Flosstube.
We were
saw
here in May.
everyone.
No, June.
Was it June we
Yeah.
did a Flosstube? Okay.
Beginning of June. We got a floss tube out.
Yep.
So yeah.
And it was like published within a week of
It was
filming.
crazy fast. So Jackie has set a new standard.
I did it once. I did it once.
You know, Jackie. The
Anyways.
smart goal. Anyway, yeah. So it is Wednesday, July 5th. Jackie was in town for her birthday on the 4th of July.
4th of July.
So we met over at Stitching Bits and Bobs.
Mm-hmm.
Saw Suze and Bobby and had a little birthday celebration there. Did some stitching.
Yep. Lots of stitching.
Went back to Mom and Dad's for a cookout and pie.
Yep. And some little fireworks.
Ooh.
We do the grocery store fireworks
Ah.
that you buy in the store, not in the parking lot.
Yeah. So Jackie, how have you been? 3 sentences.
3 sentences. Okay.
Since it was a birthday week.
Okay. Things have been good, comma. I have just been working a lot at my day job, comma. We had the end of quarter, like, I think.
That totally should have been a period.
No, we're doing run-on sentences today. It was end of quarter, so things were chaotic last week, period. I had a show on Sunday that Mom and Dad and Zan. So I was trying to think of I was trying to think of the sentence. I was like, Mom and Dad, Crazy Band Lady, Stitches, Zan and her husband Johnny, and my friends Rick and Wade all came. And then I had a nice birthday celebration with friends and family yesterday. It was nice. Period. Justine.
I thought that was...
I don't know.
Okay.
I just gave the fastest summary I could, so we couldn't count periods.
Okay, so...
You can freestyle it like I did,
All
as
right.
long as it's short.
Middle of June, my youngest daughter turned 5, and we went to New Era, Michigan, north of Muskegon. Stayed at a friend of a friend's house for a few days. Got to hang out at Lake Michigan. Went to Lewis Adventure Farms for her birthday. Came home, had a small gathering here for her birthday. They had a good birthday, or she had a good birthday. She got a trampoline, so best birthday ever.
Okay. Okay.
I started back to school a few weeks ago, so I've been busy with that. And my boss is leaving the company in the middle of August. And so there's that. That's my life update.
I feel like I get louder and faster when I'm trying to cram everything
I get
in.
quieter
You get
and
quieter
slower.
and slower. Because I was just like, yeah, okay. So that's life update.
Oh, and I guess since you said Zan and Johnny came to your show, Sarah, Big Red Human Crafter, and her husband Larry came and stayed over at my house on their way up to northern Michigan for a trip. So that was fun.
So we had some Stitchy pals.
Yeah, it was
come
a good
visit.
Stitchy month.
Yeah.
For Stitchy friends.
Yep.
So. Jackie, do you have any fully finished hose?
Nope. Justine.
I do.
I do.
Have an FF hoe. I have an FF hoe.
I thought FFOs were like fully finished. Like, isn't this just a finish?
Okay, never mind. I don't have an FF.
Sorry to shoot you down like that in front of everyone. Just
Jackie, do you have any F hoes?
No.
I do.
Cool. You gotta finish.
All right. So this is my temperature tree from Stitch and Mommy Designs. It was done on a 25 count Lugana from Bestitch Me. This was from 2021. I started it end of 2020 when I thought that I would participate in the No New Starts. Yeah, that's... I can't remember the name of this fabric, but it was like, I don't know, Silver Cloud or Mist, maybe? I think it was Mist. We changed up our lighting, so it looks a little better, I think. Yeah, that was almost about 2.5 years.
And it's done.
I'm glad to be done. So, probably will frame that one. Although, it would kind of be cool as a big pillow.
Yeah. I'd drool on that.
That's why I frame everything. So that was my F-ho.
F-ho.
I touched that piece so hard, it finished.
You're fucking disgusting. Cool.
Normally that would be a Jackie type.
Yeah. I think we had a Freaky Friday and we switched places because...
Did we?
These zingers are coming out.
Zing-a-zing!
Zing! Anyways, is it time for whips?
Show me your nips.
Oh, fuck. Freaking Suze. Show me your nips.
Needleworks in progress.
Yeah. So, whips are now nips, everybody. If you want them to be.
PSA.
PSA.
Whips or nips.
Whips or nips. Alright. I did not really cross-stitch much between our last video and now. Just because work was with end of quarter stuff, I was like, my boss was on vacation, so I got stuck with all the things. You know, if you know, you know.
I had end of fiscal year and started school, but...
Anyways, so we've got Rebel Stitch Before the Devil Knows. We just watched our last video to like compare. It's like, oh, what was I working on last time? Or
we just like to watch ourselves.
Did I work on this enough? And
she put stitches on it.
I put stitches on it, so it counts. So in the last video, like I had up to here done, and I added that.
Woo!
Woo! This is a 16 count Ada from Bestitch Me, Fall Foliage, just DMC, Rebel Stitcher, Bestitch, a Rebel Stitcher NeedleMinder, and yeah,
nice.
That's one.
Nice. Are we every othering?
Yeah.
My turn. All right. I worked on my June requirements. So I put in some time on my Nordic Holiday from the Prairie Schooler. I finished up, I think last time I was still working a few little things on the houses, so I finished that up, and then I got in my reindeer square. So now I'll be moving on to this center section here, which will be Santa. Ho, ho, ho! That's that. This is on. I had my card. Where did it go? It's right there.
You want me to read it? This is a 28 count Lugana called Banshee.
Yeah, I think it looks really nice.
Yeah, looks great.
I officially had to buy 2 new skeins
Oh.
of floss.
I love that damn deer. I love that deer. All right, so from Erica Michaels, Needle Art Designs, we have Blessings Be More. Little St. Patrick's Day action. I just added more to Blessings and then added this part. Yeah, it's actually like showing up, I'm sure because of our lighting.
It looks really good.
This light green part right here. I can't remember the floss name. But like looking at it straight on, I'm like, oh, that's tricky to see. But I'm just so far along, I'm not going to frog it out.
I wouldn't.
So,
it looks good.
Yeah, this one I'm slowing down on. I feel like I was like making significant progress, but
Moving
slowing
on.
down. And I've got, it's like fangirl fiber fabric, and then Rebel Stitch. This was the unknown
Dagobah.
Is that Dagobah? I feel like this was from the Nightmare Before Christmas bit, so it was like
probably
Oogie Boogie.
All right. So yesterday, being the 4th of July, I pulled out my gobble couple, Glory and Julius Gobble Free. I am only working on Glory. I'm working on Glory because I realized my fabric is too small. These are a lot bigger than they look. And I'm also not taking it out of the hoop because I want to try and finish her little turkey head today. But I finished out this little corner down here, and I started working my turkey neck. And once she is done, I'm just going to make her into a stand-up, I think. A little patriotic turkey. This is on a 32 count limestone Lugana, I think from Whiteshell. Maybe it's Weigert. No. Whiteshell. So, yeah. She's looking good. Very patriotic. We'll see if I do Julius.
We'll see. I picked one up that I have not touched in a long time, just like a lover from my past. Those don't exist. From the Primitive Hair, we've got Moon, Queen of Needles series. And I got tired of working on the moon, so I started just working on the background, or yeah, the little background of this part, the blue. Just started knocking it out one day. And I really like how that's turning out. I believe both of these are like a Bestitch Me silk, or I know Bestitch. You know, actually the blue might be a DMC. No, I think it's one of her like flosses.
It feels like silk.
Yeah, or one of her silks. So, yeah, just started working on that. I wanted to.
What's the fabric? I
get
like
it done. This was like
vintage country mocha.
Probably no. This was like one of the first fabrics I purchased.
That I put on you did Salem on
that. I did Salem on it, and I think it was like probably 18 or a 20 count. Ada. Because it's definitely not a 14.
No.
But yeah, cute. Yeah, and my NeedleMinder was from Rebel Stitcher Designs, but through
Linux Stitches bag.
Yep.
Quarterly bag club.
Yep.
Okay. Another one that I'm trying to do every month is from Story Stitches, the Christmas Classics Sal. So I put in my 4th character. This is, oh, that's washing out pretty bad. Heat Miser. Right here. He's looking cute. This is on a 32 count Lugana called Morning Glory from Bestitch Me. And I don't know which one's next. We might be getting into the Rudolph line. I don't know. It has Rudolph. Oh, you know what? I think the next one is like not a year without a Santa Claus. Santa Claus is coming to town. I think those characters go into the next row. Yeah. And then there's Charlie Brown Christmas. Frosty the Snowman, I think, is in the 2nd row. Yep. And then the bottom.
Were you thinking of turning those into little ornaments, or
No.
what were you gonna?
I'm gonna just do a little
frame.
Yeah, go. A Christmas pillow.
Cute. And then I had a new start yesterday for my birthday. Hashtag last minute Jackie birthday start.
Sal.
It's not a real Sal, don't worry.
It's a scary sampler Sal.
It's the scary sampler Sal. That, did I say that right? That our friend Suze is doing. Our friend Sarah, Memphis Sarah E. Yep.
No, actually, Sarah and I are starting that for Sampler September.
That's right.
But Suze and Jackie started it yesterday for Jackie's birthday.
Yeah. Just to give us, especially me, give me a head start.
Yeah.
So when Sarah and Justine are like knocking this out, and
and Suze is already done.
And Suze is completely done.
Jackie will feel like
I
participated.
Can hang out. I participated. So from Heartstrings Samplery, we have the Scary Sampler. Get up close.
So fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize the border does not go all the way around.
Yeah, which I was like, ooh, that's thick.
Those Demogorgon flowers are intense.
Yeah. Part of this gift from Suze and Bobby, they did the full kit for me. So when I got that yesterday, I got the pattern, I got fabric, and the called for floss. There was one that got switched out. I know it was the Onyx from...
Yes, I think Raven is what's called for, but it's been hard to come by. Like, Bobby has not had it in stock for a while, so they switched for Weeks Onyx.
And also, I'll just throw in some Stitchy Kindness right now. Justine, part of my birthday gift from Justine was a 17 by 17 Q-snap.
She likes to hold big things in her hands.
That's why I'm still single. Anyways. So this is where I started. This is a Fox and Rabbit Dirt Track 14 count Ada. And oh man, shit, I can't remember where my NeedleMinder came from, but I got it off of Etsy.
Is it that Stitch AU?
Or it's like no. I'll look it up. I'll put it below. But here, I'm moving it forward so I can take it. So it's a little possum that says "Eat the Rich."
Yeah.
But I stitched this yesterday. I got this first little, I'm gonna butcher the name, Demgorgon.
From Stranger Things.
From Stranger Things, stitched on there, and I really like how that it pops on this fabric. I really like that.
Suze is stitching on the same fabric, only a 40 count linen.
Yep. So
it'll be fun to see
the differences. And yeah. So yeah, and then got all these beautiful flosses. And then Suze and Bobby got me this birthday card, but it had a crown that says like Queen of the Day that I've been wearing all day yesterday, and I will wear it all day today. So yeah, thank you, Susan, Bobby, for my kit and all the things and all the laughter, all the laughs. And yeah, that's
your whips.
Those are my whips.
Your nips.
Those are my nips. Fuck.
All right. I screwed it up too. It's gonna take us a minute.
It's gonna take us a minute to adjust from whips to nips. So.
Okay, my whip go calls for the month of June were Heartstring Samplery, Coffee Quaker.
Coffee Quaker.
This was a start last year at the Steel City Stitchers Retreat. So
I thought I heard thunder, but it was just cash.
It was just cash. So when I picked this up, I had my words in and I had started one line of this border. So I got the rest of this little motif in. And this, I just pulled my own floss, so tried to pick similar colors, but ultimately it was just a hodgepodge. This is on a Bestitch Me 32 count Lugana called Scroll. It's a nice neutral. Looks like coffee stains. So worked on that. My other whip go call was Barbara Anna's Dreaming Girl. This was a birthday start for me in 2021. I love it. However, the hair is killing me. So here's what I have. This is on Bestitch Me. It's a 32 count Lugana called Escape. And then both of these are Fiberlicious Yummy Fiber silks. And there's like this dark blue and then this variegated, I can't remember the name of it. But. And then my last one, I worked on my Jack Frost Tree Farm from Little House Needleworks. This is June that I was working on in the last video. And then this, this one is July. And then I'm actually working on this big part as well. It's a 7-part series. I'm doing them all on 25 count Lugana from Bestitch Me called Vanilla Latte. Let me move my card so you can see it. So I finished my truck here for June, and I finished the Douglas fir for July, and then I moved on to this one.
God damn.
So what I'm doing is I keep this project in the living room, and every day I just stitch on it while the girls are like playing or watching TV. And then at night is when I'm stitching on other projects outside of the living room. And I'm just going to do that until it's done. And then I'm going to pick another, probably my oldest whip, and put that out in the living room.
Get it done.
Yeah, and just start working through projects that I want to have finished. Okay, so that's it for my whip, my nips. My nips are put away now.
So...
Did you get any haul?
No.
Okay.
Just have Stitchy Kindness.
So I was on a no buy for June.
So this
from Jackie.
This section should be relatively short.
And it will be. I did not follow through on a no buy. I will say that a few of the things I ordered prior to June, and they arrived in June, such as from Paisley and Polka Dot. I got this little, it's a perpetual calendar box that there's an insert. I haven't put it together. Comes with the bag of dates, months and dates. And what I'm going to do is all of my heart and hand needle art Weebirds, I'm going to finish them so that they can go into this. And that's how I'm going to finish those. So that was one of the items that arrived in June, purchased in May. I think. Then I got this. Now, I want to talk about this for just a moment. So I think this is Le Moquois de Justine. It is French. It's called, or in French, it translates to Justine's Sampler.
Oui.
So, I ordered this from La Bibliothèque des Métiers Présentes.
Oh, you tried on that. Okay.
Yeah, I tried. I have no idea if that's correct, but
we apologize.
A museum in France. They have this sampler. Let me see if I can. This is the sampler.
Here. I was like, I can scoot up and.
It's on display in a museum in France. This sampler is only available legally to purchase through the museum that sells it in France.
In France.
In France.
France.
There is a website in the United States that has changed the name of this sampler. So if you see a sampler for sale that says Justine, and it's available from a website out of the southern United States, she does not legally have the rights to sell this sampler. I reached out to the museum because what happened was on a unicorn page that I follow, somebody said, I'm looking for this. I want to stitch it. And then I was like, Justine Sampler, I want to stitch that because that's my name. So I started looking, and lo and behold, like the very next day, I get an email from this website in the United States because I'm on their mailing group, which I am no longer on their mailing group, and they're advertising the sampler. I'm like, what are the odds that we're looking for it on this unicorn site and nobody can find it, and all of a sudden she has it? This is so amazing. Then I start looking, and I'm like, well, why is it a different name? Why does it look like she has changed things about it? Why is it available as a PDF? If it, anyway, all of these things started to raise red flags in my mind. And I really don't care if she watches this and dislikes us for it. You're stealing from a museum in France and selling it for your own profit. So shame on you.
Come on, we got Lady Liberty from France.
Yeah, really. They gifted us that. So
yeah.
The least we could do is purchase.
The most patriotic thing you could probably fucking do is do the...
Okay,
that's
anyway.
my soapbox.
Anyway. So I reached out. I found, because right on the front of the pattern, the unicorn group, it said the name of the museum it was from. And I Google searched it and was like, lo and behold, here's a website, and this is from a museum, and here's this pamphlet that's available. Yeah, so come to find out, a friend of ours pointed out that look, right here, type that in. Lo and behold, there it is. So we got in touch with the museum, and they said, no, nobody else legally has the rights to sell this pattern outside of this museum, but we cannot afford the international lawyer fees to fight when somebody steals our designs. So, if you want to do a good thing and you're interested in stitching this sampler, then reach out to the museum. I will post a link to their website. It took a few weeks to arrive, and it was funny because I did say to a friend of mine, I was like, I don't know, like, I paid for it through PayPal, protects myself, good, but I've not gotten any email other than my PayPal confirmation, and then the next day it arrived at my house. So it was 20 euros total. That included shipping. So I think that's like $24.
Yeah. Not much. Not too.
For a sampler of this size, I feel like, It's 380 by 290. It's a big sampler. So, and it's a nice pamphlet. I can't read any of it because it's all in French. But, I mean, it's a nice printed book. Easy to read.
Besides the French part.
Yeah, the pattern is easy to read. The DMC, it's in DMC and then Gentle Arts. And there, I mean, that's in English. So there's no issues there of being able to decipher what is what. So yeah. So, that's my soapbox that Jackie guaranteed I would get on.
Yep.
You know, do your due diligence when you're seeking out patterns. I know it's hard to tell sometimes, but the fact that the lady in the US that's selling this changed the name of it immediately was my flag of this doesn't seem right, because I almost bought it thinking it's a different sampler. And then the more I looked at it, I was like, no, that's the same sampler. So,
you know, you can ignore red flags in men, just don't ignore red flags in cross stitch. At the end of the day. To summarize, this is a cool sampler though. Nice. Do they have any other patterns yet?
Yeah, there were quite a few listed on their website.
Cool. Did they have one called Jacqueline?
No. Justine is a French name.
Jacqueline is French, I think.
Yeah, so that was also, I ordered that in May and got it in June.
I want to see the receipts. I want you to share those.
Yeah. Okay.
Purchase
So
dates.
these other things were purchased afterwards. There was a Friday night fight night.
Is there one coming up this Friday?
Maybe.
Okay.
So this is a 40 count linen from Bestitch Me. No name. It's comparable, I would say, to Scroll, what I am doing my Coffee Quaker on. But just a nice, pretty neutral. And the fact that I logged on the next morning and it was available, it was like a sign. Guess I am participating. And then from Jasminecustombags, Genevieve. She, in the month of June, was emptying out a bunch of her fabrics. So it was like, no custom orders. I'm putting up what I have available. And so I got this cute little gnome bag. Love it. Just a pretty green interior. Then from my LNS, I was there one afternoon doing a stitch day with Susan, Bobby. Jackie wasn't able to make it to that one. We'd called her, but I picked up the Blue Flowers Wildflowers. I've had it in my folder for a while, but it says, buttercups have honeyed hearts, bees, they love the clover, but I love the daisies dance all the meadow over. Super cheesy, not something I would normally, but I liked the border, so I might change it. I also picked up from the Snowflower Diaries, Pumpkin Time. It's just a cute little Halloween-y one. And then I got Lucy Beam, Open If You Dare.
It's like, I'm pretty sure I looked at this
one. So Sarah Memphis E., she had posted in one of her, I don't think it was her last video, maybe it was, but she had posted some pictures from a Christmas book from 1991 or 92, and there was this New Year's Should Auld Acquaintance Be Forgot pattern that I loved, and I asked her, I was like, who's the designer? And she's like, they don't list it. However, after extensive searching, I was able to find like a picture of a page in the book where it listed all the designers that had contributed to the book, and then I looked up each one and looked for that pattern, and I think I found it. I haven't gone back to verify that it's the same exact one, but this is Dutch Treat Designs, Should old acquaintance be forgot?
That's cute.
It reminds me of those old, like, the old needlepoint, the stamped cross stitch that would have been like, God bless our home, or...
Yeah.
So, I found that on Stony Creek, their website. They carried it, so I was like, I'm ordering this. I've wanted it. And then you can't send a pattern by itself unless you're ordering it from France. So, from a museum in France that you really only want one pattern from.
This was stitched on perforated paper?
Yeah. They do give you, though, the fabric.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I don't really have a desire to stitch it on perforated paper. So then I also got this little, the Hindsight Give Thanks. Cute little turkey. Hindsight, they knock it out of the park with the turkey patterns, I'll tell you what. And then this one. This is a Hindsight Bird's Eye Thanksgiving. And they have a whole Bird's Eye series. And I love it.
What the hell?
It is awesome.
That's not a turkey, is it?
It's a bird with turkey feathers.
It's trying to be incognito like a turkey.
So this whole series, the bird looks like this, and then they have it in different colors. And there's like a cardinal and a bluebird, and but then they have the Thanksgiving, and it's amazing. So, and it came with the eye button and a little cornucopia. So those were my purchases.
Okay. In June you purchased?
Yes. Okay. So, a bag, a piece of fabric, and 6 patterns. I know.
I still think you could do better.
I think so too. So we'll try again in July.
Well, you already failed in July because you had to buy my
That doesn't count.
Okay.
All I bought for myself yesterday at our LNS was 2 skeins of Classic Colorworks eggshell because I need it for my Jack Frost tree farm.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's my haul.
Sweet.
You want to show your Stitchy Kindness, Jackie?
Stitchy Kindness. Okay. So besides, I guess this counts as Stitchy Kindness. It's a possum. Luann. I didn't realize that Squishmallows, Mallows, whatever they're called,
have names.
Come with names. So seeing Luann the possum, I was like, they
Cute.
nailed it with that one. Okay, so besides the full kit from Susan Bobby, thank you so much.
Who gave you Luann?
My nieces.
They love Luann.
They love Luann.
Like throughout the night, they're like, "Bring Luann."
Yeah. Can we snuggle Luann? And Neville coming out this morning to wake me up, grabs Luann, and like, funny. So Stitchy Kindness. Yesterday, while we were at Stitching Bits and Bobs, my sister was like, pick out some stuff you want. I was like, ooh. So, like I mentioned earlier, this 17 by 17 Q snap came from Justine. And I'm not, for having a 4th of July birthday, I wouldn't say I'm one that's always chomping at the bits to stitch red, white, and blue. Especially in this day and age. And like the last week, especially with, that Supreme Court. That's a fucking joke. So Justine was like, find some red, white, and blue that you like. And we went through quite a bit, but
it was Jackie's idea to find red, white, and blue. Yeah, because you...
Oh, I was like trying to put in an effort.
Yeah. Because our mom's like, don't you stitch anything patriotic because you're the 4th of July baby.
And I was like, no.
So,
in an attempt to please mom. And, I found Souvenirs of Summer from Blackbird Designs. I thought this one was cute because I think just about every pattern I would see, it was like freedom, justice,
1776,
equal rights. Like this one, I was like, it's cute. Like,
yeah,
it works.
it's patriotic without being ridiculously
let me shove it down your throat, and yeah. So, like, this fish that says America. That's pretty funny to me.
So our mom, as we showed her this book last night,
we handed it to her, and she's like, what did...
I said, oh, this is from Blackbird Designs. And she goes, I like blackbirds. Oh, that one's like a red-winged blackbird. Oh, here's a black... And we're like, Mom, it's the name of the designer.
She's like, and then Mom got petty and was like, there's a blackbird. Oh, this one has a blackbird. So it was fun. So that was from Justine. And then also, this one was cute, from Twisted Threads, July. Ooh, a little guy, because
that's what we do when we go to fireworks.
Ooh, yep. So that one will be a nice little quick. And then to top it all off, Justine surprised me with a NeedleMinder. Again, not much of a person with like patriotic.
You have to admit that one's good though.
It's cute. I do like Lady Liberty. This NeedleMinder, flat out with Lady Liberty on there, and the American flag in the background. Thanks, Justine.
You're welcome.
That was, and that is my
nice
Stitchy Kindness. I think I'm like going through my Rolodex of a brain, trying to think like, did anything pop up? Fuck. Oh, I do. Yeah, I have more Stitchy Kindness. And then, so Zan and her husband Johnny made a pit stop in Chicago, and they came to my improv show on Sunday. And Zan pulled out, like from Forbidden Fiber Co., this blue floss that I left it in Chicago.
Cancer?
No, it wasn't
Oh,
cancer.
okay.
I can't remember the name, but it was this beautiful blue. I was like, oh, thanks. She like just pulled it out. She's like, I got you something. I was like,
I swear, Zan has like a bag of cross-stitching supplies.
Instead of snacks in a purse, Zan has floss. Here you go. So thank you so much, Zan, especially like for coming to my improv show and
dealing with our dad. Apparently,
dealing with our dad. It meant the world to have you there, Zan, and it was fun. I hope you had fun. I hope you had a little taste of Chicago comedy. And that is all Stitchy Kindness I have. Don't throw Luann.
So, let's see. I had some Stitchy Kindness as well over the last... we didn't have a Stitch Day around my birthday, and so the last Stitch Day I went to in June, Suze and Bobby gave me some presents. So Suze gave me this lovely,
beach day.
so much to love beach bag. Super cute. A little card. It's a Mary Engelbright. I love her.
I love a Mary Engelbright.
And then she also gave me the Charming Cow Sampler by Little Robin Designs. I love this pattern. Just the colors, the little cow. Let's see. Yeah. It's just so bright.
It's just so bright.
In love, be always true. 1837. So thank you, Suze. Oh, also, this was a combined. So Suze said, yeah, I've switched. I can't remember what needle it is. Peacemakers. I've switched to Peacemakers. Do you want all these size 28 needles?
Good God. Good God, Suze.
Because she stitches on 40 count, high count fabrics, and I like to as well. So she hooked me up with some needles, and then it was literally just like a pile of needles. And so I was looking for a needle box, and Bobby was like, oh, I've got one. And so she passed that along to me for all my 28 counts.
Nice.
And Bobby also gave me this fantastic turkey biscornu, which I've had my eye on for quite some time. It's designs by Lisa. I think she said something like either this pattern's getting discontinued or this designer is retiring.
Oh.
And that's why she grabbed it for me.
Spreading rumors.
I know.
I don't know. Don't quote us on that.
Then, Sarah.
Good God.
So, Sarah and I are both on this Justache page.
Justache.
And it's like a, elite. Elite Justache.
Wow.
So she always, is looking out for me, and I'm always looking out for her on patterns because we know what each other likes. So, keeping it, So she made me this fantastic bag.
Like, wait, my possum has glasses.
Love it.
I should have brought mine. Shit. Damn it.
Yeah, so got this awesome turkey bag. I love it.
That's so funny.
Then she found this great holiday mugs
crap.
book. Look at that turkey. And she's like, oh, you don't have to stitch it on a mug. I'm like, I'm stitching it on a mug. Like,
Jackie's got 3.
Yeah, so I'm taking
people.
And look, Jackie, you can do this July 4th, 1776 pattern. But yeah, I'm loving
That's cute.
that turkey.
Those are funny.
And then she got me the Breath of Autumn, which ironically I had just come across and was like, oh, there's a turkey on this pattern. I need to get this one. And I didn't. And then Sarah showed up with it. A little turkey right there. But Chessie and me. Mill Hill Button and Beads. What's this one?
Wow.
Be Thankful. This was also on my list. And, I mean, came with everything. And then I had never seen this one. And I'm super stoked. This one is Harvest Blessings from Mill Hill. Look at that.
Damn.
Ceramic beads, like, let's see, 1996.
Damn. Practically vintage.
It is vintage. This is 2007. And then the last one from Meridian Designs is this awesome little teeny bikini. Jack-o'-lantern. So thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Bobby and Suze. It's just lovely.
Got some great friends. Got some great
Very fortunate. The Stitchy community is pretty darned amazing. And then Colleen sent me this so that I could stitch this turkey, and then I have to send it back to her. I will say I like the cat too.
That's why I just saw that cat.
Yeah.
I was like, hello.
So I'll probably stitch the cat as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my Stitchy Kindness.
Fabulous. What happens? Just looking at you guys are in for a real treat today.
Let's see.
Since
the last time I watched, or put my leg down, we'll start that over. So since the last time we filmed, I haven't watched as much Flosstube recently. Now that school has started, and then it was just really busy with end of fiscal year at work, I wasn't able to put Flosstube on in the background. So I did watch though Cam the Stitcher. I actually just Suze gave me the conversion for her Goth vanity sampler, so I'm going to pull floss for that. 3 trail stitchers. Sarah just had surgery.
Sending all the healing vibes to Sarah, like sending all those good vibes.
So they're kind of on a hiatus right now while they all are, like the summer has turned out to not really be a break, which is it ever for educators, but it's not the break that they should be getting. So we are thinking about them. Look forward to seeing you all well and rested and back in the Flosstube jungle. I've been watching Microbiologist Makes. But she has very nice, lots of plant themed stitching, but she stitches a lot of the same things that I've stitched. I like her. Stitchman Darcy. Got some him in.
I gotta reach out to him for dating advice. I need his input. So, Darcy, get ready. No, it's fine.
Marjorie Maid, hilarious. She had commented on one of our videos that she had her sister on, and then I went and watched it, and yeah, it was awesome. They laugh a lot, which we laugh a lot.
I don't think we do. But I might be wrong. I don't know.
Nightmare Before Stitchmas.
Maxine?
She went and saw Post Malone. Jackie needs to comment down.
Maxine, we have chatted. I am just terrible. Oh my god. I was telling Maxine though, I was like, I swear to God, I'm coming over. I'm hopping the pond and I'm gonna come hang. And we'll have a blast.
Sorry, Maxine.
We can watch Nightmare Before Christmas together. I just did. Anyways, continue on. Just
that's it.
Oh. Sweet.
Oh, we did last night. We watched Rebel Stitcher.
Yep. Colleen. We're not putting the smack down as much today at rebelstitcher.com. Go visit. We watched Peregrine Stitcher. I almost said Peregrine Falcon Stitcher.
She just moved to Chicago?
Just moved to Chicago. And then, but I think it was, she said in the video that she was going to Portugal, like today.
Yeah, for her birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. But yeah, hope maybe we'll cross paths in Chicago. I completely understand if you see me and you're like, fuck, Jackie, I can't. That's a whole lot of energy.
Yeah.
That's okay. But yeah.
Yeah, that's who we've been watching. Looking forward, like counting down. Even though I shouldn't be, I'm counting down to October for the Sweater Weather Retreat.
Yep. Oh boy.
It's going to be fun.
Did you ordered a Jasmine custom bag that she's putting out for Sweater Weather?
I did. Yep, so Jasmine Custom Bags, Genevieve is doing a custom bag for the retreat, and it's available on the rebelstitcher.com website under the Sweater Weather prompt. So you can buy a ticket, you could buy apparel, or you could buy bags. I don't know how long they're going to be up.
Yeah, I feel did we hear that bags were selling quickly, that it was like...
I want to say yesterday I saw something where it was like, get on it if you want one.
Yeah.
So.
Sweet. Do we want to do future...
Any future plans, Jackie?
Future plans. Just, I know I said it in the last video that I so badly just want to knock out pieces that I have in Q snaps and whatnot, but I am just not finding the motivation to like keep working on them. Like I just want to do new starts, but I'm like, no. Like I feel I'm not finishing as many whips as I'm starting them. Or
I went through that though, where it was like I just wanted to start a bunch of stuff, and now I'm kind of at a point of now I want to finish things. So maybe you just need to start a bunch.
Maybe. We'll see. I mean, I started that scary sampler. We'll see. You know what whip I didn't bring that I worked on? My Mystic Stitches Star Wars.
Oh.
Because I knocked out a second cube, like square, a cube, on that. But it still looks the same. You can't tell where I'm at. I think I'm on Leia's neck. Justine, future plans for you?
Whip Go numbers for this month were 9, 13, and 21. So 9 is my Scottish sampler. 13 is a free space. My number 13 project bag is Sir Thomas of Glendon Place, so I might pull him out this month. And then 21 is my Sister's Love sampler from Blackbird Designs. My goal with that was to finish the border this year. So I might try to get the border in. I think I have the top done. I'll do my Christmas classics, whatever the next square is for that. I'll do my next Nordic holiday square. And then I'm going to keep working on Jack's Tree Farm. So really my focus for July is Christmas in July.
Solid.
With my 2 whip goes.
Solid.
So those are my plans. And then, yeah, just trying to get schoolwork done. And my oldest starts summer school camp. That's how we make it sound fun, but she loves it anyway. She starts that this coming week, and both girls start their swim lessons this coming week. So I haven't done a turkey talk in a while.
Nope, I guess you haven't. Better get on it.
All right. So over the last few months, I've been garage sailing once, antiquing twice. And this is what my haul is. First, I'll show my turkey gifts. So, Jackie works at this theater where they have a wall of like random Goodwill stuff.
We'll describe it as the.
Oh, I didn't realize its eyes were blingy.
Yeah, the theater itself is like it's decked out as like Grandpa's basement. And Grandpa's basement is filled with oddities, wood paneling, old books, maybe some board games, and then just some knickknacks. And there happened to be a particular knickknack that I was like, probably gonna take that.
This. It's a candle holder. 1980. I can't read everything on it, but I can read candle in 1980. And it's amazing. And like the eyes are blingy. Yeah. Little gemstones.
Yeah, it almost looks like you're looking through. Like, oh, it has no eyes, but it's actually the reflection of the gemstones.
So this is amazing. Thank you, Jackie.
You're welcome. Probably gonna get fired, but that's okay.
Yeah.
It was worth it.
You got the turkey before you got fired. The next little gift that I received, my mom. I just love that, like, our mom is in on this now, too. Where she sees a turkey and then she's like, I got something for you. This, though, is a family heirloom. Yeah. This turkey hitch cover from our grandpa's truck.
It's been on there forever.
And now it's mine.
Yep.
I don't have a hitch. But I love it. It's rubber.
Yep. I was like,
Hitch Buds. It's the company. So yeah, this is my turkey hitch cover.
We'll find a place for him.
Yeah, he's awesome. Next, my mom and I went garage sailing. There's this, like, the Westnedge neighborhood, and it's all these really nice houses, and they have the big Westnedge Hill garage sales once a year. And they sucked this year. Like, we walked through, and it was just like, a bunch of crap. But at the same place that I found dollar Nintendo DS games, I found this single pepper shaker. Still had pepper in it. Always nice.
Aged pepper.
Yep. So yeah, picked that little guy up for Partner and I, we had gone out to lunch. The girls were up at their aunt's for the weekend. His sister. And
not my place.
No. So there's it's been around for a while. New to me, little vintage shop on Gull Lake that I hadn't been into yet. So we stopped in there. And I found this nice turkey candle holder. It's an Otajiri out of Japan. Apparently very nice. For the price she wanted to charge, it's very nice. And then she also had these little Hallmark table place setters. yeah, somebody was nice enough. They wrote Happy Thanksgiving on all of them for me.
Mm.
There was also, it was funny because I couldn't find a price, but there was also a pilgrim couple. So there were 3 of these. 3 of these and a pilgrim couple. And so I said, you know, you have these little like fan turkeys. What are you asking on those? And I was like, I mean, I'll take it as a set, but I'm not really interested in the pilgrim couple. And so she went over and she's like, oh, you know, yep, here's the price. And so how about we do this instead if you don't want the pilgrim couple? And then she's like, yeah, we're descendants of the Aldens and another, like a different line, so a cousin. And I said, oh, me too. And she's like, we're cousins. And so we were laughing about.
Oh boy.
And she was telling me about the trip they took. They went into Cleveland and went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And then they drove up into Maine and came back down the coast and hit like the Plymouth Colony and the Bay Colony and did Salem. And she's like, it was a great trip. If you like to drive, do it. So then the next day, Cyrus and I were out and about before we had to pick up the girls, and we stopped at an antique mall. And the first thing I found, it's always funny when I find a turkey because I'm looking at something. They had the cross-stitch dishes. I recently saw them on a stash unloading, and it's these vintage dishes, and they look like the pattern is cross-stitched on them. And lo and behold, I'm looking at them, and then I look up and I go, oh, a turkey! So this was the first one. It's a turkey planter. Beauteous.
Oh my god.
Can't tell if it's metal. Then, after that, I found this little set of turkey candle holders. We're going to be holding lots of candles this Thanksgiving, that's for sure. Cute. And then in a different booth, I found this little wooden, I have no idea what the point of it is, but it's a turkey.
So is it a stamp of some sort? Or like
it
a
could
wax
be.
Stamp?
Oh, I hadn't thought about that. But at first I thought maybe it was a magnet because it was in plastic.
Oh.
But then I took it out and there was nothing. It was just the little wooden piece. And they had a bunch of different things. So, whatever. And then I found this is a Wade. And this was part of their calendar series, November. These little Wade figurines I see them quite a bit in antique stores and on websites and stuff, but little turkey. So yeah, that's my turkey talk.
Damn. So many turkeys. Well, I think that wraps it up.
Next time, be ready for Possum Power Hour.
See, but there are no ceramic figures of possums.
How do you know? Have you ever looked?
I'm just pretty sure that possums don't. We save this to. Let's just wrap up the video before you start looking up stuff. So, thank you for joining us for our. Is this technically our 2-year Flossiversary video?
Yeah, video 18, our 2-year Flossiversary. We'll see how quickly we can post it, because technically tomorrow is our 2-year Flossiversary.
Thanks for sticking around with us for like 2 years.
For 2 years.
Where'd the time go? Jeez.
It doesn't feel like 2 years.
No, it doesn't. It still feels like we haven't even hit a year yet. Cool. Like and subscribe. Good night, Stitches.
Good night, bitches.
Good night, Flosstube.